Shalom, I'm Dr. Yasapa from Zion Law School. And today, right now, I'm going to do the Ibaryath word of the day. Okay, so this video is the Ibaryath word for today. I apologize about the last video. There was no audio, so I'm going to redo that video. But I have some really, really great, amazing news to share with you. And that news is that I completed the first ever, that I know of, that I'm aware of, Ibaryath verbal root word lexicon. So let me show it to you. When you buy it, I would like for you to buy it on zionlawschool.org because Amazon takes too much money. I post it there just so you can look at the look inside feature. But if you want to buy it to support me, to support Zion Law School, so I can continue to produce this literature, and also so that I could expand this lexicon to a full lexicon that has every word in the Hebrew scriptures in it, okay? So this is a huge step because in order to be able to speak, read, write the language, you have to have a vocabulary, right? So what I've been able to do, and all praises to the Most High, is to put all of the verbal roots, all of the Aramaic verbal roots. So that's all of the Ibaryath verbal roots and all of the Aramaic verbal roots. I put it in one book. This was not available before, at least that I know of. You can get modern Hebrew stuff, but not Ibaryath stuff, not our own stuff. So I want to ask everybody to support me, Dr. Yasapa, and the work that I'm doing so that I can produce more literature like this until we get to the point where we don't need them, right? Until we get to the point where we don't need them, we have our own research tools. Okay, so here we are. This is zionlawschool.org. Okay, I'm Dr. Yasapa. Okay, so this is the title of the book, the Dr. Yasapa Yakana, Ibaryath, an Aramaic and English verbal lexicon. Now, some people might look at the price and say this is expensive, right? But this is not expensive. It's not expensive at all, considering what you're getting and the amount of effort and work that was put into it and the value, the extreme value that you're going to get from it. This is not expensive at all. Okay, in fact, ask a college student the price of books that they have to pay nowadays. This is still a small amount. I don't sell thousands or tens of thousands of these, right? So I can't offer it for a little bit of nothing. If the volume goes up to the thousands and tens of thousands, of course, I could sell it for a very low price. But as it stands right now, this is the price, and it's very inexpensive for the value that you get from this. This is our heritage. This book right here, this small little book here, is evidence that the Most High is returning our heritage to us. Okay, now this has 1,639 verbal roots. Okay, to my knowledge, this is all of the verbal roots that are in the Bible, in the Hebrew Bible, to my knowledge. Okay, so go to my website if you're going to buy it. This is where you go. Let me show it to you on Amazon. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm going to show it to you on Amazon, and then we'll get into the Ibaryath verbal root of the day. So here it is on Amazon. Okay, and I'm going to click on this so you can see the inside. Well, let me read this to you. Okay, I'll read this to you. This description is also on my website. I should have read it to you. Okay, so I'm going to read this starting here. Okay, to read the Hebrew scriptures, readers only need to know 700 or so verbal roots. This little powerful book contains a massive 1,639 ancient Hebrew, that would be Ibaryath, right? And Aramaic verbal root entries. So that's a huge amount. This was a whole lot of work to put this together, or 2.3 times more then required. That's required to be able to read the Hebrew scriptures, okay? You first need to know the pictographs, and then once you understand the pictographs and everything else I've been teaching, then you need a vocabulary. This allows you, if you're a teacher, pastor, general, imam, a Moorish brother, anybody who's teaching, or sister, anybody who's teaching, this book will help you because this gives you your vocabulary to teach your congregation or to teach your camp, your group. This gives you the vocabulary. Okay, so let me continue here. Where was I? Okay, here we are. So another game changer this lexicon brings to you is that the root words are very easy to locate. Now, I challenge 99% of the Hebrew Israelites to find even one word in a lexicon. 99.99% cannot do it, okay? Unless that lexicon has a Strong's number, they cannot do it because they don't understand how these lexicons work, right? So this removes that problem for you, okay? You don't need the Strong's number. Everything is organized very simply by basically alphabetical order, okay? So you can get it like that, but let me start again. Another game changer is that this lexicon brings you the root words. The root words are very easy to locate. The definitions are succinct, thorough, and easy to understand. In other words, the definitions are short, complete, and written in simple English. So anybody can understand this. You can get this and teach your children, husband and wife, or families can get this and learn together, right? A teacher at some camp or some church or some organization can get this, and you got the vocabulary here. If you get the 911 Ibaryath rescue book, right, then you have all of the pictographs with all of the meanings. And then if you get the Phoenician Hebrew 101 book, which is the 10 Commandments that I published, it's a word for word breakdown of the 10 Commandments. Now you got the contract or the covenant, and then the Deuteronomy chapter 28 series of books. I can read Deuteronomy chapter 28, which is the breakdown of Deuteronomy chapter 28, word by word, etymology, grammar, etc. You have the whole contract. You have everything. You have everything. It's all here for you. So let me continue. The definitions are succinct, thorough, and easy to understand. Another game changer about this lexicon is that the root entries are written in the Paleo Phoenician Hebrew script. I'm going to show that in 1 second. And are free from ink smudges and other artifacts that make many other lexicons too difficult or even impossible to read. So anybody who studies lexicons knows that a lot of these you get, the ink is so smudged, it's so old, it's been copied so many times that you can't even read it. It's basically almost a waste of money, okay? This is very difficult. In fact, these lexicons are written in such a way that you need an expert, a professor, to teach you how to use it in order to be able to simply look up words. Their intent was to hide this from us, okay? Not only from us, but from common people. But here we have it right now. I've done this. And I'm very proud to be able to offer it to the House of Yasharallah right now, okay? Let's continue. No prior Hebrew language is required to use this lexicon. So see, it's easy. Anybody can use it. It is excellent for students, teachers, and researchers. To the author's knowledge, that's me, this is the first lexicon of its kind, and we are proud to bless you with it. Now, $99.99 is nothing. How much do you spend on a bottle of wine or a couple bottles of wine every month, or your alcoholic beverage of choice, right? Or cigarettes? How much do you spend? Or even coffee, right? How much do you spend on coffee? So if you buy this book, if you look at it on a month to month, on a day-to-day basis, it's like spending about $3 per day to buy this book. That's nothing. You spend more than that on coffee, I'm sure, every day. So you can sacrifice the coffee and buy this book, because this book will be in your library for you to benefit from for years to come, and then also your children. And people will come around, they'll look at it, it's a conversation starter, right? Whereas you drink coffee, you get nothing from it. But then you don't have to give up your coffee, you don't have to give up your cigarettes or your alcohol or whatever luxury items or non-essentials that you buy every month. You can just drop $99.99 on the book. And you're supporting me and Zion Law School so we can produce more and better literature. Okay, so $99 is a small amount. So let's get past that. I'm going to click inside. So I very much like this feature. Okay, this is where I get the Ibaryath root words from. This is my source. When I do these videos, this is my source. Okay, so let's go through here. Again, it's 1,639 verbal roots. Okay, to my knowledge, this is all of them. Okay, this is all of them in the Hebrew scriptures. Okay, now this book right here, the 911 Ibaryath Rescue, this is the one that gives you all the details about each and every pictograph. There are 22, but they evolve over time. So there's actually 66. Okay, all their meanings, symbology, everything is in here, writing exercises, right? Now here you also have vocabulary in this one, but it's English, okay? It's written in English. This is the I Can Read series. This I Can Read, where you see the cursor, is the introduction. This is going to teach you how to speak the blessings in Ibaryath. Okay, this is also going to teach you how to pronounce words. Okay, it'll teach you how to read English and Ibaryath at the same time, and a whole lot other stuff is in this book. Now, these I Can Read series, these deal with the covenant. The covenant, okay, is the contract the Most High has made with us. Okay, and if you can see this here at the bottom where the cursor is, it says an etymological and grammatical analysis of each Phoenician Hebrew word or Ibaryath word in Deuteronomy chapter 28. Okay, so I'm on volume 3. I'll be starting volume 4 maybe in a couple days or a week, until I have all 68 verses done. Okay, then you have the whole contract available to you. Now, this is the Phoenician Hebrew 1 book that I told everyone about. This is the word for word breakdown of the 10 Commandments. Okay, it's the word for word breakdown of the 10 Commandments. If you can read here, it's kind of small, I can't read it. But anyway, it says that it's an examination of every word in the 10 Commandments. Okay, so this covers the whole contract, y'all, the whole covenant. You'll know it, the etymology of every word, the grammar, how everything is put together. And this uses as its base, this is using, all of these series are using the 1611 KJV. All scripture cited is the 1611 KJV and the standard version of the 1611 KJV, okay? So that's what you have in here, and you have two etymological dictionaries that we use, okay, with Strong's numbers, and then you have the gloss. So these are powerful books, very powerful books. Okay, so that's yours truly, that's me. So let me show you. So this is the table of contents. So see, it's organized by pictograph, or you can say organized by alphabet. People can understand that. So these are the biblical Ibaryath root words by alphabet or pictograph, right? And then you have the biblical Aramaic, okay? Words that originate from the Aramaic language. Here they are right here. It's organized by pictograph or by alphabet. So it's really, really easy, okay? Really easy. All right, so this is the Ibaryath verbal roots page that you can look at if you want to come back to Amazon.com after this video and study this. It's here for you. That's why I put it there. Okay, you can study this. So you get all of these root words free, right? Because I didn't have to put it here. You can look at these and get all of these for free. Some of them you see I've already presented. So not only do you get the book, but you're getting these videos where I'm not only introducing you to the Ibaryath verbal root, but I'm also teaching you how to read and how to speak them. So you get all of that, right? You get me with these videos for just $99.99 per month. You get all of that. All right, so let's get into our Ibaryath root word for the day. Let me pull up the my copy of the book. Okay, so here we are. I hope you all can see my screen. Okay. So let me scroll to the root word. Okay. Let me scroll to the root word. I'll get it in a minute. I have to find which one. Okay, here we are. This is the one that had no sound. So let's go ahead and do this one, okay? We'll go ahead and do this word. All right. So here we are. Can everybody see my screen? So there we are. There's our Ibaryath root word for the day. So let's go ahead and do it again. So remember, I am Dr. Yasapa from Zion Law School. Every Saturday, I teach the Curses course using the I Can Read book, volume 3. Every Saturday, I teach that course. You can come, you get 2 classes for free. It used to be 4 for free. Then I lowered it to 3 for free. Now it's 2 for free. So come, you know, while you can still get the free classes. If you don't want to stay, you don't have to. Okay, you don't have to buy anything. You just come and learn. Okay, you have no investment, no risk. We don't allow doctrine to come into the classroom. We don't allow people to disrespect each other. We don't allow evangelizing. It's an academic setting, and you will be very comfortable with us, and you're going to learn a lot. You're going to learn a whole lot. Okay, so let's get into the word. So this is the well, first of all, let me say this. Ibaryath root words, or Ibaryath words rather, the Ibaryath language, the written language, is read and written from far right to far left. Okay, so far right to far left. So we'll start on the far right. This pictograph is pronounced ah. This is ah. This is the pictograph ah. So if you're in the audience, I would like for you to repeat after me and say ah. This is the pictograph ah. So go ahead and say that. Practice speaking it. Ah. Ah. Okay, let me go back. This is the pictograph, the next one here. Ba. This is the pictograph ba. Go ahead and practice saying it. Ba. Ba. This is the pictograph ba. Next we have ya. Oops. Uh-oh, sorry about that, y'all. Let me go back. Uh-oh. Okay, there we are. This is the pictograph ya. This is the pictograph ya. So let's practice speaking it. Ya. 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 Now let's go ahead and pronounce the word. We'll put it all together, okay? First slowly, and then we'll put it all together. Ah, ba, ya. All right. One more time slowly. Ah, ba, ya. Now we'll say it faster. Abaya. Abaya. Now, if I said before in the classes, also I think I may have said it on this video, when you speak it, it's much easier to speak if you kind of sing it, okay? If you have a beautiful singing voice, it'll sound really beautiful when you pronounce these words. Now, when you sing it, it's more easy for your facial muscles and your tongue to pronounce the words. And the more you do it, the more your facial muscles will develop the motor skill, the motor memory to pronounce the words, okay? And it'll become easy for you. It'll be second nature. Okay, so let's speed it up. Abaya, 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 abaya. Practice with me. Abaya, abaya, Abaya. We'll slow it down. This is the pictograph A, Ba, Ya. We put it all together, we get Abaya. Abaya. Go ahead and practice. Abaya. 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 The meaning of abaya is, in English, entreat. The meaning of abaya in English is entreat. Abaya means entreat. Now, I suggest you don't spend time trying to memorize just yet verbal roots. Let's do one thing at a time so it doesn't feel like it's overwhelming, okay? First, buy the book, watch these videos, and practice speaking, okay? That's what I suggest, but you don't have to, of course. It's just easier if you take baby steps, okay? I don't want anyone to feel overwhelmed because learning a language can be overwhelming to a lot of people. But if you really want to return to the Most High, and it's really in your heart, then you'll be pulled to recover this language because this is your heritage. The culture is in the heritage. Always remember that. The culture is in the heritage. The answer to any type of question is in the language. Okay, it's in the root word, the concepts, or the grammar. That's where you find answers to your questions. You won't need a priest or somebody to teach you if you come to my classes. Or if you study the books without me, you can study the books without me. All right, so here's the English word entreat. It is a verb. The first meaning is ask. Ask someone earnestly or anxiously to do something. Ask someone earnestly or anxiously to do something. Now, let's look this word up, earnestly, so that there's no question about what it means. Okay, so here we are, earnestly. It is an adverb. It is an adverb. What does it mean? With sincere and intense conviction. Earnestly means with sincere and intense conviction, seriously. Okay, now let's go back to our word. Entreat. Oops. Entreat. Oops. Give me 1 second, yeah. All right, here we go. Entreat. To ask someone earnestly or sincerely, right? Or anxiously. I think everybody knows what anxiously means. To do something. The similar words are implore. Okay, let me go back. Implore, beseech, beg, supplicate, pray, ask, request, bid, enjoin, call on, petition. Okay, petition, this is a legal term, isn't it? Solicit, exhort, importune, urge, so on and so forth. Now, the archaic or ancient is what? Treat. For example, treat someone in a specified manner. The king, I fear, hath ill-treated her. All right, so that is the meaning of entreat. Now let's go back and do one more again review of our Ibaryath word. This is our heritage. This is our heritage. Phoenician Hebrew or Ibaryath words are read from the far right to the far left. The first pictograph here is A. The second pictograph is Ba. The third pictograph is Ya. So let's speak it together. Abaya. Abaya. Very easy if you do it, if you have a good singing voice. I don't have a good singing voice. But if you have a good singing voice, try singing it. This is a beautiful sound. Abaya. Abaya. This is the verbal root Ibaryath. This is the Ibaryath verbal root Ibaryath. Ibaryath in English means entreat. Abala in English means retreat. Ibaryath in English means retreat. So that's it for our Ibaryath verbal root of the day. I'm Dr. Yasapa. Support me by coming to the Curses course. Okay, you get 2 classes for free. The schedule is every Saturday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's 9 in the morning, Eastern Standard Time, every Saturday. If we have enough interest, I'll make a class for the evening during the week or during the weekend, okay? But for right now, it's only Saturday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Saturday, 9 a.m. in the morning, Eastern Standard Time, right? But if we get enough people, we can have that evening class or that weekend class. I would love to do that, okay? So remember, come to class, be prepared to learn, leave your beliefs at the door, leave your doctrine at the door, be ready to fully participate, and let's learn our language, okay? Let's learn together, and let's get into the blessings, okay? Let's focus on the blessings and get the blessings. So with that, I'm gonna say shalawama and be good to each other.